Luke 9:23 and 24. Then he said to them all, "Whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross daily and follow me. For whoever wants to save their life will lose it, but whoever loses their life for me will save it." Good day, everybody. I slept in and didn't make it to church today. So, I'm off to my family for lunch right now. So, gotta go do that. Wow, traffic is crazy today. On the way home, we went to Longhorn Steakhouse, where we planned to go last week. We went ahead and did it this week. And crazy traffic on the way home, and now there's a train. Luckily, it's an Amtrak. But can't catch a break when it comes to getting home. Time to go now, though. Alright. Now I'm walking next door. I've got an Ethernet cable here. We're having trouble connecting to the internet Wi-Fi, so we're going to try a direct connection with Josh's Apple TV, and we're going to watch Daredevil. A couple more episodes on Netflix. So, going to do that. Alright, today has been a pretty good day. Me and Josh marathon through 7 episodes of Daredevil on Netflix. So yeah, we're up through 9 episodes to episode 10 of 13. So we only have 10, 11, 12, and 13. 4 more episodes to get through, and we've knocked Daredevil out of the park, so to speak. There are a lot of similarities to Arrow. Not Batman, although he's more of a Batman than Batman is, because he has echolocation powers and actual superpower. Or at least extra human ability, however you want to call it. And I've always said that he's a true Batman, and that Ben Affleck had already played the true Batman before he plays this Batman. And Daredevil was just his practice for the more popular version of Batman. But this wasn't Ben Affleck. So yeah, it's an interesting story they're going through. And they're kind of portraying the main villain in a way that makes you sympathize with him until he does something and you're like, oh yeah, that's right, he's the bad guy. But it's interesting because there are only 4 episodes left. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to go into details. Don't want to spoil anything. I do suggest you watch it, but being as it's on Netflix, it's rated TV-MA, mature audience. Not really because of language so far. There's still 4 episodes I haven't seen. And not really due to any sexual scenes or anything like that. Really, it's just the violence. Just the fighting and a lot of blood and death and stuff like that happens. Or not as much death as you think, actually, because he really tries not to kill. So, something that Arrow struggles with. There are a lot of correlations and similarities, and I'm wondering how close it is to the Marvel Comics, how close Arrow is to the DC Comics about the Green Arrow, and how much is liberties that have been taken on the TV show Arrow, and how much is Marvel kind of bouncing these ideas off. And I honestly don't know which comic came out first, Daredevil or the Green Arrow, but it'd be interesting to find out. I probably could find it without looking too hard, and maybe I'll give you guys the answer if I think of it when I'm vlogging. But all in all, a pretty good series. There are a few vague references to the larger Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, I don't know if anything else will come up. And since it's here and it's all thrown out at once, maybe some references could be on this week's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I doubt it. Some references could be in Avengers, Ant-Man. Who knows when this stuff starts coming out. Avengers is only a few weeks away. Age of Ultron. And then Ant-Man's a few months later. I think 2 months later. Maybe less than that. Well, it's the beginning of May, so probably a little more than 2 months. I think it comes out in July. Or maybe August. I don't remember. But Ant-Man's going to be the start of Phase 3 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I'm excited to see how this stuff plays out. Both on the TV show, the Netflix show, and the movies. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is all combined into one. And I don't like that DC is not doing that same thing. Just because it takes away the continuity. We have a successful Arrow show, a successful Flash show, and to appear to leave out the Green Arrow, or Arrow, however you want to present him, of the Justice League completely, although there hasn't been mention of him, doesn't mean he's going to be out. But then to include the Flash, but cast him with a different person, and make a standalone movie that runs with that different person, it just doesn't make sense to me when you have established characters. The argument that these guys aren't movie stars, they're television stars, is fixing to go out the window because they cast the guy who plays Arrow. I don't know if it's official, but I think it was made official, as Casey Jones in the upcoming Ninja Turtles 2 movie. I believe it's called Heroes in a Half Shell. So he's cast to play Casey Jones, so he is going to be a bona fide movie actor. So they could still bring Arrow in, but then why would Arrow be the same actor and Flash be a different actor? I mean, they could try to explain it as a different character, maybe, but I don't know the Flash well enough to know if that works at all. Although things happening on Flash the way they are, there are probably a number of ways you could explain it differently. But I don't know. I've been talking long enough. Although I did watch Once Upon a Time when I came back over here, and I just finished it a few minutes ago. That was an interesting episode that took place, a lot of flashback, a lot of explaining some things that are fixing to pop up but haven't actually popped up yet, but kind of give us like a, whoa, this is going to happen soon. This is weird, or that doesn't make any sense, or why are they doing this, or just lots of things that don't fit very well, I thought. But time will tell. We'll see what happens on next week's episode. Except next week's episode doesn't seem to be all that related based on what they showed in the preview. So who knows for sure. Maybe they're starting to grasp at straws a little bit. Anyway, this vlog is now finished. So for me and all my friends, good night everybody. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.